Hi, my name is Justine and welcome to my video. Thank you so much for watching. Just a few things I want to note before the video starts. I mention a couple times the Discord. It's an online chat room for JEDIC counselors to communicate and discuss applications and all things involving the field in general. I can add a link to that below if that's something that you're interested in. And just so you know, the application is a match system, so you'll kind of get a more understanding as the video goes on what that looks like. And this entire video, majority of this video, was filmed during peak allergy season in Florida, so if I am sniffling, coughing, sneezing throughout the whole thing, my apologies. I tried to cut out as much as I can, but I really hope that you learned something and enjoyed the video along the way, and thank you so much again for watching. So, basically, I'm applying to 19 schools. As I get feedback, I will let you guys know. When I started developing an interest in gender counseling, I watched a lot of videos of people's application process and people's day in the lives. I can link some of the people that I watched down below, but I just always found it really interesting to see their process. But then I also realized that there was very little videos out there, and this is such a great resource that I know I use and I feel like could help so many other people. Ignore him. So I also currently live in New Jersey, and I wanted to stay on the East Coast despite one school we have, and this is in order of due date. The first one I've applied to is Ohio State. Then I have University of South Carolina, University of Pittsburgh, Indiana University, University of Wisconsin, Rutgers University, MGH Institute of Health Professions, Wake Forest University, University of South Florida, Case Western Reserve University, Kane University, Sarah Lawrence College, Baylor University, which is the only one that is not on the East Midwest coast, Indiana State University, University of Cincinnati, Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai, University of Maryland, Thomas Jefferson University, and Long Island University. So these are all schools that I've looked into based off of academics, the school itself, the program, and just all of the things about it. And I figured, why not update you? So my plan is to have all of my applications in by December 15th, and the ones that are due December 15th to have those all in by Thanksgiving, which is 2 days from now, and I've only done one. So I'm hoping that the process gets easier because a lot of it is similar, and I've kind of started every application. It's just about submitting like the final parts of it. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm so excited to take you along this ride. And yeah, all of my apps are officially in. 18, it was 19, but Indiana State isn't taking a class this year, so we switched it to 18. LIU was my last one, and now we just wait. But I am done with applications. I swear to God, if I get 18 rejections. So, little update, I got my first rejection on Friday. I was literally on the toilet when I got it, so I didn't vlog my reaction to getting that email. So yeah, it was a rejection. It's okay, I have 17 left. The only other school that has started sending out interview notifications is Case Western, but last year they did it in pools, so hopefully they'll do another set. If I were to get rejected, they didn't send last year a rejection notice until like May. So, fingers crossed. I just got my first interview invitation to the University of South Carolina, and when I tell you I screamed because it was just a regular email. It was like, hey, we're offering you an interview. Like, let us know the dates you want. So, update, nothing fun. I'm basically confirming that I'm probably not going to get a letter from Case Western. I got a rejection letter from Maryland, so that's really good. I was bummed about that one, but also I kind of knew it was coming because all the letters came out yesterday, and they usually do it in like one group. And then Pitt started sending letters out, but they're known for sending it in multiple days, and same with Sarah Lawrence. You know, we'll just find out. It's literally mental warfare.
2 hours later.
I just left my lab, but earlier today I got a University of Cincinnati interview, number 2, and I'm feeling really good about it, but literally schools are just coming out every day. I got Wisconsin, woo!
Yeah, I'm looking up Wisconsin because I have no idea where it is on the map, but I'm really happy for her.
Badgers. Really, I don't know what that was. I am really excited that I got 3 interviews, but I'm looking at some of the other schools that I really liked, and Sarah Lawrence came out today, but they should have one more date on Monday based off of last year's calendar. Indiana came out today, and they typically do it in one day, and also Rejections would come out on the same day, so I should hear one or the other unless they changed it to rolling. Rutgers came out today, but they usually do it in 2 different days, so fingers crossed on that one. Baylor came out today, but they usually do it on one day, and then the rejections come like a couple weeks later, so if I don't hear back from today, it's most likely a no. But it's just like, let's go. Hi, I look so rough. My lashes are like falling apart, my eyebrow, like my hair, it's just all a mess. I do have an update. So this morning I received a call from Rutgers, and they're like known for calling about interviews, and they're saying, I don't want to use the actual name, they call me looking for a girl named Ashley, and they say, hi, is this Ashley? And I was like, no. Like, oh, well, is Ashley, do you have access to Ashley so you could pass her the phone? Like, no, I actually don't know an Ashley. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry, we must have dialed the wrong number, my apologies. Like, oh god, no. Like, freaking out. They sent me an email and they're like, hey Ashley, we tried calling you, but I think we have the wrong number. If you could like call us back so we have the correct number, that'd be great. I call the number and I'm like, hi, I just got an email from you guys in regards to Ashley, but my name's actually Justine, and I don't know if the contact information was like switched or something. And she was like, I'm so sorry, I don't even know how we got your email, like my apologies for bothering you. And I was like, I actually did apply, that could be why or whatever. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'll something must have went wrong, like, whatever. Hangs the phone, calls back 30 minutes later, and she's like, hi Justine, I'm so sorry for before, our system was messed up, yada yada yada, but I do want to say that you got the interview. And I was like, I don't care about any of that. That's all I wanted to hear. I was so nervous. Like, I was just really hoping I was on the same list as Ashley. And that, like, maybe it was the one after and they mixed up the number or something. But I literally don't even care. I think it's, like, so funny. Just based off of my situation, honestly, like, I'm gonna base it off of how I feel about the actual program too, but just getting into New Jersey school is so perfect because it gives me that option that I could stay home. So that's something I'm really excited about. Also, I found out the other day that I got denied from Indiana, but like literally a couple hours after I found out I got into Wisconsin. It's every other.
If we hop in the Benz, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my prodigy? I ain't no player, I just had a lot of things.
Got denied from Wake Forest, and that's it. I'm at a coffee shop, so like the light is really weird, but I got an interview to LIU a couple days ago. I literally forget what day it was, but that's really exciting. So that's 5 schools. I'm elated. I'm so happy. It makes you kind of forget about the ones that you didn't get into when you get that many interviews, and I'm so grateful. And I have my first interview this Friday with University of South Carolina, so I'm like prepping, I'm reading over their website, going back over my personal statement, and just looking at my resume and everything, trying to gather my thoughts together, because this week I'm only thinking of South Carolina, no other school. I am in Columbia, South Carolina right now, and yeah. And I got an email this morning confirming my rejection from Case Western. So that's grand. But I got interview tomorrow at USC. A couple hours ago, I was in a meet and greet with a bunch of the students, and I honestly, like, I know it's my first school and it's the first exposure that I've gotten, but I feel really excited, and I just want them to like me. I think I'm developing a sty in my eye. I'm gonna equate it to stress and allergies and maybe bacteria. Hopefully that doesn't bother me too much tomorrow, and we can just kill the interview and have one down. I'm still probably waiting to hear back from like 5 schools. I've honestly lost count. Really excited. Everyone sounded great. They made me feel really comfortable, and they seem like genuine friends, which is something that I'm really looking for. So hopefully the interview goes accordingly, and we'll see what happens next. I just finished my interview. I'm so tired. I talked to 3 people for 20 minutes each, with like a 40-minute break in between all of them about, and I am pooped. We just sat in on a class. They talked about clinical rotations, their thesis ideas, and things like that, and you really got to see the atmosphere of the classroom, which was really cool. It was through Zoom. I wasn't sure if it was going to be like actually in the class or on Zoom, but it was all through Zoom, so that was really cool. Yeah, and my interviews went really well. I'm like so happy that that was my first one, because it was so chill and conversational. The people were really nice. I talked to a cancer genetic counselor I spoke all day. I can't speak. A cancer genetic counselor first. She was so nice. She brought up something in my personal statement. I spoke about my rubber duck collection, and she brought up my rubber ducks, and then I pulled it out and I was like, I have it right here, like, you know, so I wasn't lying, like I actually do collect rubber duckies. And she brought it up, and that was really cool. And then a lot of them just wanted to know what brought me to University of Florida, why genetic counseling, what I see for myself in the field, things of that nature. And it was really easy conversation. I didn't feel nervous. There was some questions that I definitely like stumbled over and stuff, but not anything to the point where I was stumped, you know. Program director, she told me that she was really looking forward to potentially getting the oh my god, I'm butchering what she said, but she basically was like, I really hope I get the opportunity to work with you. So that made me feel really good. The second interviewer, he had a break and he asked if he could keep talking to me because he didn't have anyone next. So I felt really good about that, because I don't usually like talking to people I don't like. So I really hope that they liked me enough if he wanted to keep talking to me. But I'm so tired. I'm gonna take a nap. And then I think my next interview, I requested for March 1st. They haven't sent out confirmations yet, but we'll see. So I just checked the Discord, and I realized that I had never heard back from USF and everyone else had, and it turns out that they never got my transcript. I think it's my fault. I don't think I ever sent them the official transcript. I only sent them my unofficial, which is like really frustrating, because when you apply to 17 schools, like it's very easy to something like that to fall through the cracks, and I've been like really organized, so I'm kind of mad at myself about it, but hopefully I wasn't meant to go there. Who knows, maybe I would have gotten rejected anyway. So I'm just going to consider that a rejection, and or should I consider that I never applied? So I'm looking now, and based off of last year's, Pitt already sent out 2 pools. I don't know if they're going to do a 3rd, but that's probably, if not, it'd be a no. Same with Sarah Lawrence, they did 3 pools. I don't think they'll do a 4th. So that's probably a no. And Baylor, last time, sent it out on 1 day. So the rejections are probably going to come out soon. So that's probably a no, too. I'm also saying this, like, so nonchalantly because I have interviews. I'm grateful for those. I don't want to, like, sit in that, like, grossness, I guess. MGH, Kane, Mount Sinai, Thomas Jefferson. So I would think, I have 7 to hear back from technically, but I'm thinking it's 4. And I would love at least 1 more yes.
1 hour later.
I got another interview at Thomas Jefferson University. I have to pick my day, but get excited, we have 6. I look horrible, so my apologies, but yesterday I got an email from MGH confirming my rejection. That one I wasn't really sure about, but you know, it just keeps me humble. So that leaves Pitt, Sarah Lawrence, and Baylor are all probably no's. Basically, I only have Kane and Mount Sinai left to hear from, but I have 6 interviews, which is like, was my dream. And you know, that was something that was what I was definitely hoping for, was 6. I thought 4 I should be good, 5 is great, 6 is perfection. So 6 I'm happy with. And then I feel like I could really get Kane. I feel like if I get Kane, I'll be not necessarily like, I'm pretty sure I'll get into somewhere, but I'd love for me to rank the schools, and the ones that I actually like are the ones that I end up at. I feel like if I get Kane, I can guarantee that a little bit more. I'm so embarrassed. I'm looking at my emails and I haven't really been up to date on the Discord. I've been definitely like not checking as often, probably because I'm like getting a bunch of interviews, so I'm not as nervous anymore. I just got another interview for Kane University. I'm like shell shocked because that's 7. I would have been happy with like 2. I got it the 19th. It's the 21st. Moron. What was I even doing the 19th? I'm so excited because it's the closest to my house, and it's like 30 minutes from my house, so it's really easy to commute from. And if I really like the program, I honestly might just go there because it's so convenient. But I don't want to make any decisions like that. I feel like I haven't updated in a while anywho, but I just got rejected from Pitt. Not shocked. It's okay. Still got 7. My LIU interview is in a couple days. They just sent me my schedule and everything, so I'm gonna do some prep this weekend and get to it. This is so random, but I figured if I'm gonna do this, I should be like, show the whole honest truth of it. It's the night before my LIU interview tomorrow. It's at noon, and I'm trying to go to sleep, and you know, I was so tired all day, but I honestly think I'm feeling like really anxious about it. I don't really know why. I don't get anxious that often, but like my heart is beating like pretty fast. I don't know, I feel like really underprepared. I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow and like do some prep, but I'm talking to 5 people tomorrow, which last interview I only talked to 3. We got a meet and greet with the students the night before that really comforted me, made me feel confident, and I didn't get that for this, so I'm feeling like really nervous. I don't know why, like I feel like I'm in a good spot with LIU. I'm having trouble sleeping, which is also making me really anxious because I didn't really sleep a lot last night. I don't know, I think I have a midterm this week too. I'm flying to surprise my friend for her birthday. I just feel like I could be doing more. I haven't done enough. Like my desk is a mess, my hair is not done. Like I don't have time to get a blowout before this interview, which is like really annoying. I'm like not as, like my outfit isn't picked out. Like it's just like I'm just not as mentally prepared as I was for LIU, and I feel like it's gonna show. Figured I would share this with you because it's part of the process and it's how I'm feeling, and I'm just getting really nervous and stressed out. I'm like sneezing, my allergies. I took my medicine, but like hopefully it kicks in by tomorrow, and it's just like, oh, you know. It's also, I got rejected from Baylor. It has nothing to do. The light is so bad because it's 2 o'clock at night, but yeah. Still anxious. Feeling a little better. I'm literally in the same fit. It went well-ish. I don't think I did bad or anything. It was just kind of hard to gauge if some of the people liked me. There was some aspects of it where I kind of felt like the questions, I was like tumbling over my words or not really answering it specifically. I don't know, really, like this pimple, it's too much. I don't know, I spoke to 5 people for 30 minutes in a row, no break. I'm like dead. I slept for like 4 hours last night, had coffee this morning, it did nothing. I did a good job of like not yawning, which I'm very proud of. There was one person who I'm obsessed with. I love talking to her. Her name was Haley. She was an alum and she's now a supervisor of Rotations. And I was telling her some of my research or my interests, and she said that's a beautiful thesis idea. Like, I would totally support that. Let's get you started writing. And I fell in love with her. The one I was most nervous about was the assistant program director. In the beginning, I think I was really nervous and I was saying things that didn't make sense. And towards the end, I felt better connection with her. And it's a really small private campus and with a lot of connections to the city. That's where I want to end up. I want to graduate and I want to get a job in the city. I want to move into Jersey City or Hoboken or something like that and work in the city and do, like, that's my dream. And if I get to do that, I'll be a happy camper. And if I get to get those networking opportunities and that exposure during grad school, like without having to like work for it, it's just like part of the experience, that is amazing. I don't know if I like this one more than USC. It's so much more convenient. It's close to home. I don't have to, I can do rotations that are near my house. Conflict. Hello. It has been a while since I've last done this vlogging. Not too much has happened. I think the last time was the LIU interview. I've received all of my rejections thus far, so it's still the 7. I just have been like living. I had spring break this week, so I didn't have too much going on. I did have a Thomas Jefferson. They let me sit on a case conference where they like talk about it, the cases and stuff. It was really informal. We just kind of like sat in and listened. It was really interesting. And then on Thursday, while I was at the airport flying to Miami, I had a group interview. It was more of just like a program overview, and unfortunate that I didn't get like that full experience out of it because I was like at the airport. And right now I'm prepping for my interview. It's at 1:30, so in like an hour and a half. I've gotten so many like interview things, like Zoom links and pre-information and stuff, and I'm really trying to stick to the school I'm working on. Like, I have Wisco today, so I'm gonna focus on Wisco. So like while I'm prepping for Wisco, I'm not gonna look at the Rutgers and for you information that they might have emailed me, because I want to stay like on track. But yeah, that's my plan, and I'll keep you guys updated later today on how it goes. Hello. It went well. I think it was like such a blur. Those like 5 interview things are so exhausting. There was a couple people that I definitely like vibed with more than others. So there was a couple things about the school that I was a little bit about, like the fact that I can't do summers in different states. Like, I have to basically stay in Wisconsin, and I don't really, it's a 15-hour drive, and just to be that far away from my family is really not what I was looking for. And the people, like, I don't know if I click with them as much as I maybe click with the other schools. And it wasn't bad, it was just not as like cohesive and seamless as some of the other ones were. We'll see. You know what this fit means? Today I had my interview for Cincinnati. I didn't really know what to expect from the school, but I actually really liked it. I say actually because I know nothing about the city of Cincinnati, not because I didn't think the school was good or anything like that. I really haven't updated you guys on anything, but last night I had the student social, and that was really informative and really cool to see all the students. I really love when they offer that for us, and it's in a more of an informal type of way, because then you feel comfortable maybe asking the questions that you wouldn't have asked an interviewer. I had the interviews today. I talked to 2 co-directors, a coordinator, 2 educate. It was like a lot of people, 5. I had 5 back to back. I really like the program. They kind of have everything I want. It's not crazy drive. It's a 10-hour drive from home, which is like long, but like it's whatever. It's like doable. I like that it's in the city area. They really recommend you doing your summer placements elsewhere, so that makes me feel really good about maybe potentially doing them at home. I really liked the curriculum. I did seem a little research heavy. Like, you start your research the first year, the first semester, so that was kind of a little bit daunting, but it seems that a lot of the research are presented by the staff, so it's like you kind of work with the staff, which is really cool. You kind of work with their research with them. and they guide you, and you have the 2 years to fully do it rather than one like other programs. Yeah, I felt pretty good about it. I'm so tired. I'm gonna call my mom. But yeah, the next one I have is Rutgers the 28th, and then I have Jefferson the 31st and Kane the 1st. Hello, it has been a minute. I'm currently getting ready for an interview in 20 minutes, so I figured I would update you while I do my makeup. By the way, I do like a half-ass makeup because it's through Zoom, so I base it off of what my camera makes me look like. I think Cincinnati was my last interview, and I really enjoyed that one. Monday, I had Rutgers. I liked the campus before for undergrad. I almost went there for undergrad, and then I applied for it obviously because it's the best school closest to me. It has a really good rep. I was really excited for the interview, and honestly, it was one of my favorites. I felt most connected to the students at the open house when I had it. The staff I really liked. I liked the setup of the curriculum. I liked the option that I could do rotations close to my home. I'll be living closer to home. I liked how the emphasis was placed on rotations. It's not super research heavy. The program director I interviewed with, I really liked her. She was really cool. And I liked her personality, and I could just, honestly, I just like see myself fitting there, which is like kind of, and also they're part of this diversity scholarship that I applied for, and she mentioned it, so that means that like I actually am like in the running for it, I guess. I don't know if that like matters, but that's like a really big thing, because that would mean I would go there for literal free, and that would be so helpful because the rent in New Jersey is the most expensive anywhere, and I can not have to worry about that if I'm not paying for tuition. Right now, in 15 minutes, I have Thomas Jefferson University, which is a school in Philly that I, prior to this, honestly have never heard about, which is part of the reason why I'm a little bit like, I think, out of it today. I'm not as excited for this interview as I was for Rutgers, because for Rutgers I went to the open house, like I was really into it, like I really enjoyed my experience, and I wanted to like go through with it and everything. But it looks like there's like a lot of classes that I'd be taking over the summer, which I'm kind of nervous about. Also, the rank opened up, and I started inputting all my schools into the system, and they're not in order yet, but so I'm meeting with my mentor next week. It's due the 13th, so I'm meeting with her next week to kind of like, I want to show her my thing, make sure like I'm making all the right decisions, and kind of just like go through it all. I have this, and then tomorrow I have Kane, and then I'm literally done. I could not be more excited for this to be over with. Also, not important at all, but I changed my top, and it doesn't really matter because they literally just see like this part of me anyway, but switched it up. Hello. Might seem like it's the same day. It's not. I'm just wearing the exact same outfit. It's the day of my last interview. Yesterday I had Thomas Jefferson. I'm like so over interviews, especially this one, because it is from 9 a.m. to 3:30 with 1 hour break. Who thought that was a good idea? Yesterday, my interview went well, I think. I liked the program. I actually bumped it up in my ranking. The way that I've been doing it is after every interview. So during the interview, I take notes, and then I do like a big pro and con list. And that's kind of not intentionally, but me writing out the list, it helps me rank the programs. Last night I was crisis counseling, and then I had to prep for the interview. I have like a project due tonight that I barely started, so I'm a little stressed, if I'm being honest, and it makes me want to do this interview less, which sucks, because I look forward to the interviews because I like to learn about the program, but I'm at the point where I'm like, just tell me where I'm going, because I'm over it, you know? Next Friday, which is the 8th, I'm meeting with my mentor to help me, and then I'll probably submit my ranks that weekend, and I will show you guys my ranking. I know you're supposed to like not rank a school if you don't like want to go there. There's no school that I apply to that I'd be mad about going or not want to go, or that's worth not going at all. There's definitely programs that would be more upset about. I think it's more about not getting into the ones I like, not going to the one I didn't like as much, because that's what that means. And then, well, they have a program over for an hour, and then they have 30-minute interviews. And then after that, which I'm kind of happy about because I'm done for the most part, like I don't have to be on. And then after that, there's an hour lunch break, and then during the second group's 30-minute interviews, then we meet with the students. But my thing is, I don't think I'm gonna have enough questions to meet with the students for 2 hours. So I don't really know. Also, I'm not keeping blue mascara on, it's just for priming purposes, but I feel like it's a nice program. The like, I did the virtual tour and it looks so pretty where they all meet and have their things, and it's only 6 students, so it's a really small group. But yeah, I think that's it. So I will update you on how the interview goes, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe a year from now. I just logged off of my last Zoom and I am done. Oh my god, I'm done. I'm done. It's over. That's it. Yeah, no more. I'm so happy. I really enjoyed it, Kane, especially the fact that the program director is the definition of IVF genetic counselor. Like, it's just, oh my god, she's perfect. Her career path is my model career path, which is making it really conflicting for me because Kane, so close to home, just the university itself doesn't have that much recognition. The program is new and small, and it doesn't have that big status that some of the other programs had, but the actual program is good, so I'm like torn. I definitely bumped it higher, and I figured, let me just show you my rank a little bit so you can kind of see where my head's at and if I plan on changing anything when I talk to Ashley. But I am flipping done. Thank the Lord above. This is my current order. I have Rutgers first, and it has 3 tracks. This is the diversity one, the first one that I had applied for, and that is full tuition scholarship. So that would have been first even if Rutgers wasn't my first choice school, because they're the only school of the 5 schools that offer that scholarship that I got an interview at. So that is number uno primero. And then we have this regular 2-year scholarship that they give out. They just said apply for it. They didn't really give me that much information about it, but they said 2 students will get it, so why not me? And then the regular one. Then I have USC, and then their diversity scholarship, and then the regular tuition. Then I have Cincinnati, and this is where it gets tricky. So Cincinnati has a minority scholarship, which I also applied for. And then this one, and then Kane, I did this grad program here above, so then I put Cincinnati below here, the regular one, so that's how you see the track. So if I get a scholarship, I want to go there, but Kane is so inexpensive that it's kind of like, I don't know. But again, I might change this entire freaking thing. I have no idea. So then Thomas Jefferson, we have here the 2 programs, and then I have Long Island University and then University of Wisconsin. The only reason Wisconsin is the bottom, it's not that the program is bad at all. I really like the people I talk to. It's just they don't have a lot of connections, it seems, and it's really local, and I don't know if I want that because I want to go back to the New York, New Jersey area. I would rather go to Wisconsin than not go anywhere. So that is why I'm ranking all of the places I interviewed at. But I honestly, I'm not even kidding you, would be happy at any of them. There wasn't one interview I had where I left thinking that was terrible experience, I hated everything. No, there was pros and cons to every single one, and just some had more pros than cons, and some of the pros mattered more to me than the cons, and yada yada. But that's kind of where I'm at, and I will update you guys once I submit and after I talk to my mentor, and we'll just see where it goes. So I met with my mentor, And I've decided that I'm not going to change my list. I think I'm really happy with where everything's placed. I feel confident about it, and I'm going to submit it. So here we go. By certifying your list, you are indicating that your list is ready to be used and matched, and verifying that you agree to abide by the rules of the genetic counseling admissions match and to be bound by the outcome of the match. You may still make changes until the rank order list deadline. However, if you make changes, you will need to recertify your list before it. Oh, so it's not like permanent, I guess. Submit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Your list of 12 ranks was certified on April 8th and is ready to be used in the match. That's so scary! Hello. I'm sorry if the quality of this video is different. I'm filming from my computer instead of my phone, but it is 2 a.m. the night before match day. I have one essay and one mini essay due tomorrow at midnight that I've been procrastinating this past week because this week has been insane. I just can't think straight. I can't sleep. I can't eat. Well, I'm definitely overeating, but that's different. And it's just wild. And the fact that I know where I go to school in 8 hours. I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight. I think I'm gonna pull in on later because I kind of slept all day. And I'm gonna just work on my paper, watching TV, chill, and then I'll be back with an update. But spooky. Good morning. I actually did go to sleep. It is 10:08 a.m. And I am physically shaking. I just checked the Discord and it looks like one person only has gotten their match. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous and my heart is beating so freaking fast. Now we just kind of wait, and I hate this. I hate all of it. Oh my god, I got the email. I'm scared to open it. Okay. Whatever happens is meant to happen. Whatever happens is gonna happen. University of South Carolina. Oh my god. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. But I got the diversity scholarship. Oh my god, I'm shaking. I don't know how to process this. That's so insane. I'm going somewhere though. It's wow. I don't know how to process this. It doesn't feel real. What a day it has been. I'm just so happy and grateful. The more the day went on, the more I realized how amazing getting into USC is, and the fact that I got matched, and then I got matched to my second choice school. That's insane. That doesn't happen. And not only was today match day, and all the students reached out and they paired me with someone that's currently a first year, and we made a group chat with all the next year students. I found a girl in my program that lives 10 minutes from my house. What are the chances? Loved the interview when I had it. And then not only that, today I finished my undergrad and I literally popped a bottle of champagne. It was so great. I am gonna take a picture. I ordered a shirt to take a picture and post to kind of, celebrate the win or whatever. I'm just gonna enjoy this last week I have of undergrad. So much for watching. If you made it all the way through, you're a trooper. And depending on how this goes, maybe this will be the last of me.